Good morning, and what a beautiful morning it is for a bike ride. We're all rested and raring to go after our lovely rest day yesterday. We did the normal camp stuff, packing the tent, etc., and then it was off to the Fat Pigeon for a nice coffee and breakfast. We said goodbye to Murray and Mary after breakfast, and our next stop, a few metres up the road, was at the village bakery to get morning coffee goodies and lunch. After the food levels were stocked up, it was time to start the long but not steep climb out of town. The reward for the climb is the great views back down into Piopio once you get up the top. Those of you who have followed our rides may recognise this road, as we've ridden it many times before en route from Piopio to Rotorua. The rock formations are always a highlight for us. What a dramatic entranceway to your home, with the rock buttresses on each side of the driveway. The old quarry lake. A couple of families came down for a swim while we were there, and they said the water was quite warm, but we didn't believe them. This is where we would turn off if we were heading for Waitomo and Rotorua. We've just crossed State Highway 3 and turned onto Tikuri Station Road, which is behind the airstrip. We then had a lovely quiet ride into town, especially along the river on the walking/cycleway. Our first stop in town was Tiffany's Cafe and Restaurant, where we had a lovely coffee and really nice muffins. After our coffee at Tiffany's, we backtracked up the main street, riding past the Stoked Eatery, which is in the old railway station, where we had the most beautiful lamb meal later on that evening. And then we went past the statue of Sir Colin Meads, one of New Zealand's rugby greats, whose hometown was, you guessed it, Tikawiti. We then turned on to the most amazing bridge for pedestrians and cyclists over the old railway yard. Just a short distance up the road, we turned into our motel, home for the night. Wow, what a lovely day's ride. Now I need to dry the tent and relax. Thanks for joining us and see you in the morning. Good morning, another great day for a bike ride. Today we're going to Wharepapa South, where Sue and I are camping at the school and Nick and Trudy are staying at the rock climbing hostel. But first we need to go to town, over that lovely bridge, back to Tiffany's for breakfast and get some food for lunch. Once again on leaving town, it was straight into a 3-kilometre climb, but the rewards were great views back into town. Coffee time, and you can see how busy the road is when we're using it as a table. We met a trout fisherman near here and he had caught one. It looks like a beautiful spot to come to and use the fishing as an excuse to go there. What a beautiful garden. Someone spends a lot of time in this garden and it shows. And this is just the roadside. These guys are obviously enjoying themselves. Not for me though. Here we are at the Wharepapa South School camping area. There are toilets, cold showers, kitchen bench and a picnic table. If you want to swim in the swimming pool, that's extra. We've stayed here before in our motorhomes and done beautiful rides in the area. I'll leave a link to their webpage in the description. Another lovely day's riding, so good night and I'll catch you in the morning. Good morning, we're definitely on a roll with the weather and it's another lovely day. Today we're only going a short distance to Rotorua. Those of you who have joined us on previous videos may recognise the route. After normal camp stuff, we meet up with Trudy and Nick and head off. Watch this white car. It raced to beat us to the bridge, then zoomed over it, only to hit the wall. Ouch! Time for the now obligatory stop at the Rhubarb Cafe, where as always there was great coffee and muffins. We then backtracked a short distance to Derby Road to get onto the quieter roads again. the lovely old Rotorua Hotel where we're staying the night. She's had a new coat of paint since we were last here, but first we're continuing to town for a coffee at the Cow Cafe. On the way back, we stopped at the bakery and roast to make sure they'd be open later. We had a lovely roast meal there last time. Well, that's the second to last day of the tour done. Tomorrow we head home. Good night, and we'll catch you all in the morning. Good morning. Amazingly, it's another great day for the last day of our tour from Stratford to Rotorua. We stopped at the Cow Cafe for coffee and breakfast. Then we did a short stint on State Highway 1, turning onto State Highway 28, Whites Road, for about 3.5 k's before the peace and quiet of Leslie Road. You'll see the blue sign saying private road, entry by permit only. That is incorrect. This is a public road that the forest owners think they have the right to close. Cyclists can and do legally ride this road, but you can't go up any of the side roads as they are private. Steve and Murray started to ride up from Ngataha to meet us. Murray's bike played up, so he had to turn back, but Steve made it. We are now getting on to what would have been Cecil Road, once again a public road, but the forest owners have made it impassable. So some awesome gravel riders have made a nice single track out to the council maintained Cecil Road. It looks like one of those great gravel riders has been through here and given it a bit of a tidy up. Last time we came through here there were big 1-ton concrete blocks blocking the access with barely room to walk between them. It's great to see this sensible access. Mamaku, I always look upon these vehicle scrap places as a treasure trove. You never know what you might find. This is the old railway line from Rotorua to Piopio. It would have made a beautiful cycle trail, but now it's all overgrown and I don't think it will ever happen. From Mamaku, it's almost all downhill to the normal stop at the Dynasty Cafe. After our Dynasty Cafe stop, it's only about 10 kilometres to get home, with about half of it on the cycleway. Well, that's it, we've arrived. What a great 8 days we've had. The weather couldn't have been better, great company and beautiful riding. As always, thanks heaps for watching and see you all in our next backcountry ride.